Hello, and we are back. I'm going to talk about line quality today. And my friend Chase is here from last semester. Chase, do you remember doing line quality last semester? Do you remember?
I don't remember that much.
He doesn't remember it, which is good. So he might have some questions or some refreshers. This line quality video is for your name tag and your sketchbook projects. I'm just going to start creating some sketches for my final name tag. A sketch is not your final project. It's another opportunity for you to take all of the risks and make as many mistakes as possible, so when you get the good paper for your project, you know exactly what you're doing. I don't have a pencil. I can never find a pencil in this room. I'm sure you guys can relate, so I'm using a pen. And again, it's just sketches, so it's not that big of a deal. I've got my normal lettering down, and just like we talked about, I'm going to add or embellish to that to make it more of like a font or a script. Whee!
So just like a name tag?
Yeah, do you remember when we made the name tags?
I did. I don't know. I haven't I lost mine.
You lost it? I might have it in a pile in the box. We can look later. Yeah. So what we're talking about in this video though is line quality. And line quality, all we mean is we're describing the different thicknesses or thinnesses of lines that you use. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making this line really thick. And it's going to add interest to my final product. I'm not going to get too crazy about it, although I might get super into it. The whole point here is just to start figuring out where you want thicker lines and where you want thinner lines on your final, so you can be really, really proud of your project when you're done and not feel like you made any silly mistakes. Chase is poking me. He's trying to get my attention. This might be a mistake. The thicker lines are going to draw your attention. They create they create something called contrast, and contrast is just it describes differences, right? So white next to black is a high contrast. When we get into color theory, we'll start talking about opposite colors. They make each other look brighter because they contrast. Yellow and purple, for example. Or in this case, thick lines and thin lines, right? I'm really not liking anything that's happening here, but I'm gonna run with it because it's just a sketch and I might end up getting something fun. I'm also like talking to you guys while I'm doing it, which makes it difficult to focus and make good decisions. So some of these lines I'm gonna leave thinner, and it's just gonna make stuff interesting. You guys might also decide, remember we want to have some symbols that represent you, what you do, the things you like, your culture. One of my symbols was the constellation for Canis Major, because I like stargazing, and my dog's name is Canis Major, and I might end up, just so it doesn't look like a bunch of random dots, which is what constellations are, I might use a really thin line quality to connect some of those dots to make my dog. But I don't want my dog to be the main part of my name tag. I want my name to be the main part. So I'm going to keep the thicker lines in my name. Alright? Line quality. Having multiple weights of line, multiple thicknesses, multiple thinnesses. Yeah, that's really quite awful. But it's a sketch, that's why I've got room for more! Yay! Maybe I'll try cursive next. It's also hard to do it in pen. I've definitely set myself up for some difficulty here, but again, it's a sketch. So we're doing this to get acquainted with all of our ideas. And when we're done, we'll decide which ones are worth keeping. I'm already liking this better. I think I'm gonna turn this into more of a printed A though. All right. Ta-da! Bye.